for so long. Oh, I am in your head, so tell me, is it wrong? Oh, you fell under my spell, so well, so well. Oh, you fell under my spell, so well, so well. You fell under my spell now, my spell. You fell, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now, my spell, my spell, my spell, my spell, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now, my spell, my spell, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell. You fell under my You fell under my spell now. You fell under my spell, my spell. What I feel, my spell inside, my spell. I know it's right. My spell, I can't, my spell, and I hide, my spell, might steal. You fell under my spell now, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now, 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 now. You fell under my spell now, 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 now. You fell under my spell now. Into the night, the city lights are dancing, slowly falling apart. The shadows causing an outbreak. I'm wishing upon a star. This time I'm feeling stronger, and I know I can do better. The shadows causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, This time I'm feeling higher, and I know I can be taller. Shadows causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the lights on.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is night 2 of the playoffs, and I have got you an instant classic tonight in the booth. It is Chris with the K and Rhino Casts 11. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing so well. Back at my home league. This is where it all began, and I'm back again. It feels so good to be here, Chris, and we've got some doubles action. Doubles because I keep forgetting, but it is going to be the Hydras versus the Colts in Origin League quarterfinals. Chris, what a game this promises to be.
Absolutely, and we've got an interesting set of lineups here. We have Upbeat and Amish going up against Awesome Bill and Kitty Meow Meow. This is a B versus B lineup. They did not have their A lineups available today, but I think this should be one of the closest playoff matches we could see, even though we already had another one on the upper side of the bracket, the Rams and Unicorns taking it to Game 7, a thriller that we would have loved to see on stream. But Colts, Hydras, all that is there. I believe these two franchises entered FDL at the same time too. So there's a lot of history. Hydras back on their debut, on their return season. Colts under new management. We'll see, or not under new management. Sorry, Harmonic. Sorry there. But should be a good one.
Oh, it should be a great one. We're just answering a couple of questions here in chat. I think Upbeat might be having some technical difficulties. We will discuss that with him. But Chris, I think you're right in what you say that this game should be very, very close indeed. You look at the salaries, it's very, very tight. I think there's only 0.1 in it when you combine these two salaries. So, I mean, it's going to be a clash of two teams that coming in have both had very similar seasons as well. I believe the Colts, they are on, what are they on? 7-3, and the Hydras on 6-4. So very similar MMRs, very similar records. Are we going to see more than a 4-game series? We should, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the best series, though, will always end in 6, which would be a criminal feature in this one. But it is going to be just that close. The stats, if it doesn't prove that, I mean, just the players on the field now. A lot of people making their name here. Kitty Meow Meow, very recently new to the season. I think he played last season. Amish King, brand new to this season, has a phenomenal record, if I might say so. Awesome Bill. He's made it to playoffs every time he's played. Upbeat, he is now at the top of Origin League, and we have got game 1s and some beautiful decals on the field. Let's get into it. Hydras versus Colts.
Absolutely. Some playoffs action, and Upbeat's going to look for the first goal of the game, and we'll find it into the bottom left-hand corner. It's a nice finish. Amish getting the challenge there, and then it's Upbeat down into that bottom left-hand corner. As I said, a nice finish for the first goal. Hydras 1-0 up inside 5 seconds.
Way to start the pace, Hydras. That is what you want. Strike early and strike often. Kickoff, easiest way to do so. And Upbeat, the captain for his team, played in the All-Stars events and absolutely crushed it against, I believe it was Awesome Bill on the other side. But Upbeat is going to be the one that I look forward to seeing how he manages this team. Amish, I know what I'm going to get from him. At a low salary, I would love to see how he competes. But Upbeat, he's the one that I want to see bring the leadership, keep this team under control, especially if Awesome Bill gets started. You know he can turn a series.
Yeah, Amish turning on that one. It's going to be Upbeat to bring it forwards, but actually that one might fall right to Kitty Meow Meow, who's going to take the shot. It's Amish sending it right back downfield into the corner, though. This might be awkward for us, Awesome Bill, to deal with. And Upbeat will look for this shot. It's away by Kitty, and he has, has Amish to beat, and actually does go by. It's going to hit the post. Oh, and Upbeat's going to be there with a save, but that's the first real time Amish has been brought in as like a defensive player for the Hydras, and got very, very lucky.
Oh, and the backboard bounce. Amish uncontested, getting that goal all the way downfield. A quick counter from the Hydras. 2-0 lead now, Rhino.
Yeah, nice finish from Amish, actually, coming downfield, getting that read off the back wall. Not the easiest thing to do, certainly not at this level. But Amish getting on the board, and now it's 2-0 to the Hydras. They're going to be feeling very, very good about this game number 1 at the very least.
Oh my gosh, and Upbeat goes through them all. Absolutely beasting his way through the kickoff. He gets through Awesome Bill. He gets through Kitty Meow Meow. And that is a wonderful start to the series for Hydras, going up 3-0. And, you know, it's game one. It's really a pace setter. You got, you know, it's best of 7. You got at least 2 more before it's concerning.
Oh, my goodness.
Upbeat hat-trick hero.
What are you meant to do about this? Kitty tries to defend that kickoff as best as they can, but I mean, Upbeat just comes through, gets the flick over onto that right-hand side, and Upbeat is absolutely a one-man demolition crew right now for the Hydras. Awesome Bill playing a little bit of a delayed kickoff there, and it has worked. Kitty is going to come around the side, gets by Amish, has Awesome Bill in the middle, decides to go on their own off the backboard, gets the bump onto Upbeat. That could give the chance for Awesome Bill to get a goal back. It hits the crossbar. So close from the Colts, but no answer yet.
Their best opportunity so far, the Colts unable to come away with it. They do have some sustained pressure, though. The demo opened up a lot of space. Upbeat trying to get it out. Awesome Bill gonna take one touch up the sidewall. 0 boost in the tank left. Amish trying to get out, but no clear. A lot of boost running low for the Hydras. Upbeat, that is a massive touch and much needed at that. Give them some space to work with now. Colts, they got to get something going. We're reaching the halfway point, and it is getting close as the Hydras, their pressure has been phenomenal off kickoffs. They have to find something now, and they have to find it soon.
Yeah, we've at least settled into a little bit of regular play here. It was quite a few quick fire goals. Oh, Amish! That is absolutely wonderful. Off the sidewall, getting down and picking up the ball really nicely. Goes around Kitty, gets over Awesome Bill in net. And what a way to announce yourself here in the playoffs. Amish, what a goal, 5-0.
There is a reason this man is 5-1 at a 9.4 salary. Absolutely phenomenal debut. And that right there, playing in the playoffs in one of the highest pressure moments he's going to have in FDL, is why he is such a good player. This player has a future in this league, and it is showing, but they've got to get through this Colts team first. If you want to be great, you got to beat the great. And Awesome Bill, Kitty Meow Meow. Rough game 1, but that's okay. There is a lot of time to come back in it. Amish King, good shot, but he's going to be stuffed by Kitty Meow Meow. Upbeat, another chance, not there. Awesome Bill trying to clear some space.
Yeah, it's one of those games where just nothing has gone right for the Colts. They had a couple of chances. One hit the post. That one might go in, though, at that angle. And Awesome Bill will confirm it. It will get that one over the line and get a goal back. But still, 5-1, not exactly what you want to be seeing. But it's a good challenge from Awesome Bill and maybe some momentum to take with them forward into game number 2. Though saying that, Chris, game number 1 is not done yet.
Oh, absolutely not. In the game of 2s, there's a plenty of time to do it. And a big demo from Amish, but the miss from Upbeat. Or the miss is just going to go the other way, but a minute 30 with 4 goals down. Make it 5. No, Upbeat stuffed on the goal line. Again, to the backboard. Amish, double touch. Oh, again on the crossbar. The Hydras have the most pressure in game 1. And they are not stopping at a 4-goal lead. Colts, they're going to have to find something to go through the rest of this game. And maybe into game 2 for how to get out of this Hydra's gauntlet they're facing now.
Yeah, it could be the way. I mean, Hydras, they are really looking hot to trot right now as Awesome Bill will challenge that one. Amish gets up well. Now looking for this clearance. Kitty sitting back at midfield. Now going to take advantage. Upbeat sends it over to the side. A chance now for the Colts to build something to get some foundations. And Awesome Bill, well, that's one way to start building a house. My goodness, 40 seconds left on the clock. Comes round the side, double touches off the post. And, I mean, if there was any way to build confidence, that's one of them.
Oh, yeah, I want to see the Colts get in the face of the Hydras. They got nothing left to lose here. 0 boost off the kickoff Upbeat. That is a much-needed touch. Kitty Meow Meow, though, doesn't come away with anything in the corner, and that's going to relieve the Hydras a lot of space, but he's still lurking in that corner. That's a good angle. Upbeat again shuts it down. He has been everywhere for the Hydras this game.
Yeah, he really has been doing everything on defense, on offense, played incredibly well. Not to take anything away from Amish, he's played excellently as well, certainly for his salary. And with 10 seconds on the clock, Hydras 5-2 up, you'd think this game number 1 is done. However, Colts, they did certainly start coming back into it, and they have scored the most recent goal. I wouldn't be surprised if they take that forwards into game number 2, but game number 1 is over. Hydras take it, but there is so much more Rocket League to be played in this best of 7. I still wouldn't like to predict that they will go on to win the series.
It is very early to call a winner, especially with how the Colts did play in the second half. They found a little bit of a groove to work with. I like them getting in the face of the Hydras. I've said it all season long. Hydras, if you give them space to work with, they're going to take it, and they are going to hit hard on your offense, and that is exactly what the Hydras did. Getting those 3 kickoff goals was absolutely huge. If you take those away, we're going to overtime. So right now, the Colts, they just got to get past that kickoff. They have to be a little bit more sustained on the defense. They have to be, play in the infield. They can't let little opportunities go, because little opportunities are going to lead to big moments.
Yeah, you're not kidding. I mean, just take a look at those shots, right? I mean, it's very, very even between these two sides. 10 shots for the Hydras, 8 shots for the Colts. It's all about that conversion and those saves, right? 4 saves coming out for the Hydras, only 1 on the side of the Colts. So that defense needs to be a little bit tighter on the side of the Hydras if they're going to... on the side of the Colts. My apologies. If they're going to get through this series, but that doesn't mean that they can't do it. They just need to get those rotations looking a bit better, and game number 2 is a good opportunity to right some of those game number 1 wrongs.
Normally, if you win game 1, you're gonna lose game 2. It's just how players adapt. It is going to be what happens after this game that dictates a lot of it, because this game, Hydras win. You get the next one, you're on match point. I mean, you can say that it's a best of 7. There's a lot of time, but when you really get down to it, you can't let these wins go. You have to take them while you can. And Hydras right now, they're not trying to stop anytime soon. They're still going for it. Kitty Meow Meow on the bump.
Oh, my goodness.
The touch. It doesn't go out. Awesome Bill. He can't get it on net. Amish King, big 50 downfield. That's what you'll love to see, the Hydras. Even though the pressure's building, they are not breaking.
No, not yet. But Awesome Bill going to keep that pressure on. Into the corner, gets the demo onto upbeat across the face of goal, and Amish will have time to send this one away over the top of Kitty and far away. Looking for the ground pinch potentially. No. Just trying to keep possession. Awesome Bill steals it. Now moving in field. Upbeat gets a good challenge. Kitty flying into the corner. Amish had to read that one. Does. Ooh, Awesome Bill. Very awkward if he wasn't able to read that one. It was very, very dangerous. But Kitty beats Upbeat on the far side. Now has an open net to aim at, trying to force their way over the line. But Amish stands strong and gets the clearance.
And that touch just slightly out of Kitty Meow Meow's reach. Probably the best opportunity they've had all game. But they don't go down yet. They still have the possession up. And that is good, building against the Hydras, because you get a lot of time on the ball. Hydras, they might get complacent. They'll go for the ball more. They want to just force it out of the Colts' possession, and that isn't going to bode well for them. They are definitely... I would say we'll reference Overwatch a little bit. They're a poke team. They take their opportunities just like Upbeat does.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love that reference to a game that no one plays anymore. It's really appreciated, Chris, because, dead game and all that. But no, you are right. It is that kind of poke style of just keep going at it, keep doing the damage, keeping that pressure on. And actually, there's a chance now. Upbeat, that one is on target. Amish will come through, and he will challenge that goal line as well. What am I even saying? He's going to steal that goal is what I'm saying. Upbeat had it on locked in, and Amish comes through and just takes it away from him, but had to be there. And that was absolutely massive for Hydras. Now there's daylight between them and Colts. They're going to move forwards with 3 minutes on the clock. Not quite the high-scoring game that we saw in Game 1, but Hydra's still on top.
Hydras was one of the favorites to make it to the grand finals on this side of the bracket. Either side is a bracket of death. As the Rams Unicorns game proved that, going to 7, 1 versus 4 seed. This is 2 versus 3. It's going to be infinitely closer. Amish, big shot, but he's blocked by Kitty Meow Meow. Push to the side. Upbeat. Little boost to work with. playing for that corner respawn, but Kitty Meow Meow is going to get away with that. Half the game to go.
Oh, hello.
Hydras, 2-goal lead. Awesome Bill on the counter. That one's floating uncontested in the midfield.
Oh.
Kitty Meow Meow just a little weak on the shot. Amish King getting it out and getting it downfield, but costing his life for it. Upbeat. That is a big clear as the last man alive, and he's not done. Oh, no, hit the crossbar.
So close, and now Awesome Bill versus Amish. Amish having to work for this one into the corner. Upbeat turning. Kitty now having to make a defensive play, and pays with their life. It's now Amish trying to move forwards, but with 2 minutes on the clock, don't get this twisted. Colts are not out of this yet by any stretch of the imagination. Upbeat into the corner, looking for a teammate. No. Kitty will send this one away down the side wall. Amish, good challenge. Upbeat won't find it. Awesome Bill, that's out to Amish, who will look for that bottom left-hand corner, but Awesome Bill will be able to send it away. Kitty takes out Upbeat. That is a very targeted demo. And now Awesome Bill coming back the other way. Upbeat is resurrected in time to make the save, and the scoreline remains 2-0.
Kitty Meow Meow was hunting those demos, trying to create space for the Colts. You can feel the pressure building on them. That's a dangerous ball, but Kitty Meow Meow, realizing Upbeat was a little bit too far back, is now going to get beat. On the other hand, a minute to go. Colts, they've looked a lot better. They haven't been under pressure as much as they were in game one, but they have got to move fast. 1 goal here would be crucial for them to come alive, but Kitty Meow Meow can't get by Upbeat, who, again, has been playing phenomenal in the series.
Yeah, absolutely. Amish is going to send this one away. Kitty trying to send it back from whence it came. That's an awkward one for Awesome Bill to deal with, but he will find the pass. You would think Kitty Meow Meow. Oh, it's very awkward there. Upbeat trying to turn quickly. Might have just done it. Kitty will be able to clear that one away, but it's still not into a position where the Colts can capitalize. They still need to get a goal, and Kitty not able to get past Amish. Good defense. That one might just drop in. It's going to hit the crossbar. Upbeat coming in. Hang on. There was an attempted squishy save there, I think, by Kitty. It's going to be all for naught as Upbeat gets the third on the board for the Hydras, and, well, they've gone ahead and they've won game number 2.
Hydras have looked like a different beast in the playoffs. This team, yeah, goes 6-4 in league play in one of the most highly contested Origin League teams or, seasons we've had.
Yeah.
And Hydras, they're beating a team right now that went 7-3 in league play. This is absolutely phenomenal for them.
Yes.
And holding them to 2 goals in 2 games, they can win this next one and go to match point, and Hydras could be probably everyone's favorite to then win Origin League.
I would find it hard to disagree with you. Yeah, I mean, the way that they have handled Colts right now, it's really, really scary. And also, we have to remember that this is a B team. I know they're against a B team, but Upbeat and Amish, they look like an Origin A team right now. They are playing incredibly well together. I think Upbeat is maybe playing a little bit better, but I wouldn't say there was that gulf in difference between these two salaries. And that's credit to the way Amish is playing and the way that he's presenting himself, because he's really in this game and making a huge difference to it as well.
Amish was invited first to the All-Stars event. He unfortunately couldn't make it. Some plans came up, and he's earned that spot. This is definitely one of the debuts of all time. The underdog, a lot of people have been hoping for that award to come out. Keep dreaming, guys. But I've got my pick for the underdog trophy.
Yeah.
Amish King, I think he went by, I think he's Amish King in Discord, but he is doing phenomenal work. And Upbeat, he's been backing him up. I mean, they've been supporting each other very nice. I would love to see the same from the Colts. It feels like the Colts players, they're kind of left on their own on offense. On defense, they're there for each other, but when it gets to the offense, they're very disconnected. And that is something I want to see going into this third game.
See if you get it. Kitty into the corner. It'll be away by Upbeat. Now looking for that second clearance, and will find it too. The pinch between him and Awesome Bill is enough. Send it over into the corner. Kitty gonna try and clear this one away. Amish challenging well. Bill only as far as Upbeat, but Bill making a second play. And that's great work from Awesome Bill. Now coming across the side, Amish positioned nicely. It was very touch and go, but does manage to get the clearance. And now Upbeat tries to get past Awesome Bill. Not going to happen on this occasion. And Kitty makes Upbeat pay for such a poor play. Says, go back to your side of the field. Looking for a second. Oh, Upbeat goes by. That one might just find its way in. Awesome Bill is following in. And that's an awesome play from the Colts. Kitty goes forward, tries to unseat Upbeat. That's exactly what they do. And Awesome Bill is there to follow in.
And that's what needs to happen from the Colts. They need to get that ball on target and then make the Hydras awkward. Make them panic. That positioning from Upbeat, it was good, but Kitty Meow Meow just forced him out of the way, and Awesome Bill's got the kickoff goal. 2-goal lead now. Colts finally starting to warm up.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I mean, what on earth is happening here? It was a great go-ahead play on that first goal from Kitty Meow Meow, and now a kickoff goal just to compile the misery onto the Hydras, who are 2 games to the good. They do have a game or 2 to throw away, but you wouldn't want to do it like this, Chris. I mean, Colts look like a team completely revitalized.
Yeah, this is a complete flip of the script from what we saw in games 1 and 2, and that's a beautiful infield pass. Oh, Kitty Meow Meow, a little more boost, and it would have been perfect. Amish King trying to find Upbeat now. Little boost from Awesome Bill. But Kitty Meow Meow, that's down the center of the field, sniper at that. Kitty Meow Meow gonna get his first goal in this game, and Colts are on a roll.
Yeah, they certainly are. Kitty now taking the top spot as far as score goes on their team. 298 plays 290, and I mean, it's like we've just seen the teams swap sides. Hang on, there is going to be a response from the Hydras. A quick kickoff goal from Upbeat means they get one back. They're back within 2 now, but I mean, that is still way beyond what has happened so far in this series. The script has really been flipped, Chris.
Yeah, and that little chip there, you know, talked about it. Hydras, they're just poking and prodding at the other team. These opportunities, you know, that's only 1 goal. We still got a 2-goal lead, but how soon does it become a 1-goal lead? And then you're tied up again. Dear. And now we see Upbeat. He's picking up the pace. He's getting those opportunities, and he's making them work.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate mistake from Kitty Meow Meow. Tried to cut across that ball, maybe play it into the side. Just goes by. And, yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy. Upbeat coming back, and now looking for that third to get the equalizer. There's only 1 goal in it now, and with 3 minutes on the clock, you know that in a doubles game, there is going to be at least another goal. Probably quite a few more, you would imagine. And Amish looking to get one. Bill should be able to get there in time and will. But more pressure onto the Colts net from the Hydras.
Yeah, and that's a big bump from Awesome Bill. Clear that midfield out. Upbeat, he's going to take a side flip. But the Colts, really passive right now. Both of them sitting on low boost with how much time they have. They've got to utilize it better. That ball out to the midfield. Kitty Meow Meow still very low on boost. Amish, he's got it through 1. He doesn't have the read on the second, and Awesome Bill is going to get some much-needed space for his team.
I think this might be a mentality thing from the Colts. I mean, we just saw them sit off a ball that wasn't being contested. It may be that they're a little concerned. You know, the Hydras are getting back into the game. They've now had 2 goals, I believe 2 goals unanswered. And so now Amish looking for the shot. It's going to be saved away by Kitty Meow Meow, but it could literally just be they're nervous about losing the lead that they've been able to get, and so they're sitting a little bit further back, and maybe that's going to cause them some problems later on in this game. However, for the moment, they still have that lead, and Awesome Bill's going to come in looking for the shot. Upbeat will clear it away, but doesn't have any boost to work with on a second save if there is one that's needed to come in. Kitty gets up well, but only into the corner, and Upbeat doesn't get the clearance, but Kitty won't get the shot, and that's a double commit from Amish and Upbeat. Chance, will that drop into the back post? No, Amish will be able to clear, and Hydras, they need another goal in a minute and a half. Still time.
Oh, big pop-up. Awesome Bill. He's going to hit the crossbar.
That's a chance, though.
Race downfield. Amish, a little bit to the side. It's going to be a little bit troublesome. Crossbar in. Tied game. Hydras down in the dumps.
Wow.
A 3-0 comeback and still a minute to go. You cannot count this team out. Colts, try as they may, they are not out of the woods yet.
If you're the Colts right now, you cannot lose this game. You simply cannot lose this game. Otherwise, that mental is going to be shattered and you are facing series point with completely broken mental. That is not a position you want to be in. You've got to get this back and you've got to get it back right now. Kitty takes that one away from Awesome Bill. Not the start you would have wanted, but Bill tries to make the best of it. Upbeat down this side wall. Kitty turns and puts it into the middle. Upbeat doesn't have a lot of boost to work with. Awesome Bill doesn't know that, but will do now with Upbeat not following that one in. And Kitty versus Amish. Amish will win out into the corner. Awesome Bill has a chance to play it downfield. Kitty tries to get it around Upbeat. Upbeat collects. And with just over 30 seconds left, as I've said before, Hydras, they are coming back into this game, but the Colts simply must score if this series is to extend. Otherwise, I fear for game number 4. And Upbeat looking for the shot. It's a good save across his line from Awesome Bill.
Yeah, and that is a much needed one. I like seeing Awesome Bill go for that and get the save. I think that's going to be a confidence builder going into the final 10 seconds. We could be looking at overtime. Colts, they're trying to get something else going, though. Upbeat's looking for the bump.
Ooh.
Amish, he's got a lot of space from that, though. Colts just needed to hit the ground, and that is dangerous. But the kickoffs this series have been wild. We need to see who comes out on top, and that is a very good start for both teams.
Yeah.
Few collects better of it.
Certainly is. I mean, Amish looking for this one off the back wall. Upbeat's coming across, looking to redirect it, not quite going to find it. But this is either going to be the momentum recoverer or the momentum shatterer for my money. This is either going to give Colts that momentum that will get them onto maybe another game win, another 2, and then we're talking about a proper series, or it's going to completely kill every single momentum instincts that they had in this series. And unfortunately, they may be made quick work of by the Hydras, but that we're not there yet. Amish gonna try and get us to that point. Maybe looking for his teammate, won't find him as Awesome Bill cuts very early. Now it's gonna be Upbeat turning on the ball. Awesome Bill, massive dunk to try and get this ball back towards the Hydra's net. Kitty goes up on the sidewall. Oh, wins out. But it's not going to be on target, and Upbeat brings it away. Challenges Awesome Bill off the backboard. Chance now. Kitty goes by. Upbeat turning, trying to find something, but Kitty will be there with us sending away. And Amish saving. Upbeat demoing. And still nothing to decide between these two teams with over a minute gone in OT.
Colts, they're giving up a lot of midfield
Oh,
space.
that's not
Well,
good.
that's uncontested.
Oh!
Amish crossbar. Upbeat follow-up is also not there. The Colts have given so many opportunities to the Hydras. That midfield space has to be cut out. Kitty Meow Meow backwards. Amish 1v1. He's going to get it out for now. Upbeat, though. Off the sidewall. Takes a quick shot. Not a lot of boost for Awesome Bill, but it's just enough to get it into the corner. And he's down by 1. He's by 2. Can he recover onto this one for the shot? Upbeat knows when he needs to go. He does not want to give them anything, and he's got a great setup for a 1v1 to the back.
Hang on.
Amish kick. He's up.
Oh!
He's gone.
Amish comes through with a huge goal in the context of this series. From 3-0 down, the Hydras bring themselves back, dust themselves down, and take game 3 in dramatic fashion. Overtime, 4-3. And you have to believe, Chris, that they are favorites to go on and now close this series out.
There's only ever been 2 reverse sweeps in playoff scenarios. One in the semifinals, nope, not semifinals, quarterfinals, one in the grand finals. And oh my goodness, Colts, what a monster of a task you have ahead of you now. They had a really good start to the game, but they let that midfield go, and that is where the Hydras collapsed on it. 801 score for Upbeat, 738 for Amish, and an absolute monster of communication, of teamwork that they are displaying. Colts, they had it all there. They had everything to take it, but it just slips through their hands. And now you gotta think, you said it, mentality shattered.
Yeah.
How do they recover off of that?
Oh, they got to find a way. I I mean, the benefit, I guess, is that if there is any league that doesn't too much rely so much on your mental, it would be Origin for my money. That being said, that kind of play is going to affect you no matter what league you're playing in. And it's going to be a real big uphill climb. Oh my goodness, for the Colts. And it may be an even bigger hill to climb, but Amish will put that one wide. And now it's going to be away from the Colts. But yeah, as it's mentioned in chat, no timeout called from the Colts. That would have been the time to use it for me. But they've decided not to. They're going to play on. And could that have been a mistake, Chris?
It very well could be, but sometimes when you're going through it, especially in a moment like this, you definitely just kind of... They had a lot of good things going for them. They weren't really, even towards the end of that game, playing much different. They had all the right makings. It was just a few... We let off the gas pedal, and whenever you have a lead, you can't let off the pedal. Because if you do, you get teams like Hydras that just keep poking at that opportunity, and they will go on it. So the Colts just floor it. After you get a couple goals, you keep going, and you do not stop until you hit the finish line. And that is a massive opportunity. Walk that one in, Kitty, and that is going to be a goal lead.
A big goal for the context of the Colts. Settle the nerves, calm everything down, have a lead that you can take forwards with you. You know the Hydras are going to come back at you, but if you've at least got that first goal, it's a really important one, and maybe a second, not quite going to find its home from Kitty, but a good start to this game, it has to be said, from the Colts. They are playing well, but again, we saw a good start in game number 3, and we all know how that ended, so don't get in your own heads. Keep on the gas pedal, as you've said, Chris, and that's a great pass up to Kitty from Awesome Bill. Amish across his own net, but it won't be too bad to deal with for Upbeat, and now Upbeat can move forwards down this right-hand side. But yeah, you can't let Hydras back into the game. The moment you do, they're going to take the opportunity, and Amish is going to take that opportunity. That's the kind of thing that you do not want to give them as a chance, because they will take it. Kitty, the clearance not quite far enough. Amish following in as that second man, and it's all tied up in this game 4.
Amish King, he's just waiting for the opportunities to present themselves, taking that one right in the middle of the field, tying it up. He's not overcommitting. He's just doing what is necessary to get the goals. Nothing flashy.
Nope. You don't need to do anything flashy. I have found this, even at the higher levels, sometimes you can hit all of the flip resets, you can hit all of the musty flicks that you want. Sometimes it is purely about basics. Get that counter attack. You've got the other team is out of position, and just hit a shot on target and see what happens. And sometimes that is all you need. As Awesome Bill is going to look for that shot on target right now. Goes around the side of Upbeat and will turn in. It's Kitty Meow Meow to take it. 2 goals for them this game. And the Colts are back in the lead at halftime in the game.
That ball just going slightly behind the rotation of Upbeat is the easiest way you're going to catch him on the back end. Half the game to go, Colts. They haven't had to get their lead back. That is the first time that they're going to find themselves doing it. Big bump from Awesome Bill, and they'll extend it to 2-goal lead now.
They certainly will. It's a nice goal from Awesome Bill as well. Gets over the top of Amish, gets a second touch, but it's not one that is so powerful it takes it over the bar. It's very measured from Awesome Bill, and that will be his first welcome to the score sheet in game number 4. And actually, he might have a chance to get a second on the board. Is that going to find its home? Oh, it's going to hit the post. It's close. Hydras, they are living a very charmed life right now. They need to start figuring out what's going on and get things back on track, and maybe Upbeat's going to try and do just that. Gets it down. No, Awesome Bill sends it away. Amish waits for that one. Might rise highest. Will, it's on target. It's a goal. Amish showing up in game 4 and keeping the Hydras very well in it.
And he's just waiting at midfield, waiting for the Colts to give it away. And Upbeat, he understands the task at hand. Make that goal as open as possible.
Yeah.
And the Hydras, They are not going away. That is a
Oh, dear.
wonderful kickoff as well. Awesome Bill is high above the net. Upbeat. He's up for the shot.
What a
Front
strike.
post, but that's a great save from Awesome Bill. But now, caught on the bump. Oh my gosh. Amish misses. He's been so consistent, but Upbeat is still causing havoc. Creating so much space for the Hydras to work with. And now, Colts, no boost. Upbeat. It's out to midfield again. Amish doesn't have it on net. But
No
that
way.
save. Oh my god. Colts
He's got to go
have
down.
just gotten away with murder in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, and that could be the turning point. That could be the moment in the series we look back on and go, that is where the reverse sweep started. It's going to be Upbeat on this left-hand side. Awesome Bill across field. Amish will pick it up. 1 minute 12 on the clock for the Hydras to get an equalizer, or we are going to a game 5 and the Colts will have all of the momentum in the world. Awesome Bill. Upbeat will beat him into the corner, gets the bump onto Kitty. It's awkward now. Amish coming in as the second man, goes low and scores! It's Amish with the hat trick for the Hydras. And if it's not for Amish in this game, there is a very big chance that they don't even win it. He takes up the right positions at the right times. And surely, Chris, the Colts can't do it again.
History repeats itself. We could end in 4.
Oh, no way.
You're 5-1, but it's just a little too wide. And again, the shot. Kitty meow meow. He's going to stop that there. He's got a 1v1 on the other side. Awesome Bill. He's going to back up. Amish. He's got it to the backboard.
No shot.
Second touch. Upbeat.
No
on
shot.
And net, but he's going to hit the post. Kitty meow meow.
Ooh,
He's avoided the demo. He's got the touch. He's going back post, but Amish shuts it down again. Absolutely MVP performance from Amish.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm fumbling my words right now.
All good. I mean, it's difficult. I mean, we may be seeing another OT. 10 seconds. The demo coming through onto Awesome Bill. Won't be found from Upbeat. Kitty trying to bring it away. Amish taking the shot, but that ball should just trickle away over onto that far side. And we do indeed have OT. Chris, the Colts need to overcome a massive mental barrier in that the Hydras won the last OT with this exact same scoreline. Can they do it? It might not be them to decide. Amish looking for the shot, won't find it. Upbeat back on target. Awesome Bill has to clear, doesn't! Oh, and it's a miscalculation at the back lines for the Colts. And Upbeat will very much take that with open arms. And the Hydras are through to the semifinals.
Colts just need to get a lot more aggressive on the defensive end. Hydras were having their way with them in that final third, and they were not missing the opportunities presented to them. Hydras, I don't know how you can bet against them for the rest of the tournament now. I mean, this is absolutely phenomenal. Colts, they were ramping it up too. They were getting it. They were finding what works, but the Hydras, just tiny little touches, just not giving the Colts anything to work with, and constantly the Colts low boost. Hydras taking advantage of that. I mean, Hydras played an excellent series, and that's not to take anything away from the Colts. The Hydras came to play today, and that was all she wrote.
That was all she wrote. Absolutely. What a game from Amish and Upbeat. But Chris, I have to say as well, I'm really impressed by the mental, because going 3-0 down, going 3-1 down, it would be so easy to turn around and say, we've got 2 games wins. We've got 3 games wins. We can kind of just throw this one away. We can play a little bit differently. We can just kind of do whatever we want. And we might just throw this one away. It's fine. But no, every single game that they went behind, you could see the intent in the Hydras to get back into that game, get into a position where they could then go on to at least give themselves a platform to win the game. And that is going to stand them in really good stead for the remainder of the playoffs.
And now, let me go open up the bracket, which I should have had up. But, hey, we go on, and that is a massive win.
Life goes on.
Yeah, coming in, that's 3rd seed. So that is the first upset we have in Origin League. And moving on, they will go to face the winner of... they'll play the Unicorns. An absolute... I predicted it. I will say that first. I thought this rivalry would go all the way into playoffs, and we have gotten it. Everyone could say Chris with the K was right yet again, even though no one wants to admit that. But the Hydras, I kind of thought they would get here. I mean, that conference, Stealth Conference, we know the history of Stealth Conference, Rhino Boy. It breeds greatness, and that is what the Hydras displayed tonight.
It certainly was. And another team that have displayed greatness tonight is the Elite Griffins. 3-0 over the Gators. But I'm just trying to read this message. I believe it's Elite Griffins over the Gators. But Griffins come back 0-4 to make it 5-4. So that game is still going on, I think. But yeah, what a game happening over in 4-0. 4-0 is the Elite Griffins over the Gators. So that game is also done. That game was played off stream. Congratulations to them, but also congratulations to the two people that are joining this voice call right now for a post-game interview. Amish King and Upbeat. Welcome, Hydras. Firstly, Upbeat, how are you feeling?
Feeling spicy. Just crushed it.
I mean,
happy to get the chip.
Crushed it is an understatement, right? I mean, you guys, the first two games, it looks like there was absolutely no problems happening whatsoever. But then as game 3 came around, you guys were 3-0 down. I'm going to come to Amish now for a moment. What was happening in the VC at 3-0 down in game 3? Was it concern? Was it worry? Or was it confident?
Just kept our comms up, kept positivity up, and just kept pushing.
I mean, yeah, kept pushing is an easy way to say it, I guess. Back to Upbeat, you guys 4-0 victors in the quarterfinals. You'll now go through into those semifinals to play the Unicorns, a team that you guys know very well. How do you fancy your chances against them?
It's going to be a tough one. I won't say that it's going to be effortless, but it's going to be a tough one. I would not be surprised if Unicorns goes game 7.
Very, very nice indeed. Chris, you got any questions for our guests?
Yeah, so Unicorns, they're coming off of a game 7 win. You guys coming off a game 4 win. Who do you favor in that? You know, would you rather come off a sweep, or would you rather come off a game 7 overtime victory?
Well, of course you'd want to come off of a 4-game call it done, but with our track record with the Unicorns, at least during the regular season, it's going to be it could go either way. But we're going to give it our best, and you know what? If it's a 4-game victory, we'll take it.
I like the confidence in that. Now, I gotta ask, Upbeat, coming into this season, drop from Expert League, and now you pick up 2 brand new people to the league, Amish and Captain Kimmy, all right? You've made it this far. The leadership is phenomenal, I must say. I love what you are doing with the Hydras as well. But, I gotta say, picking up 2 new players for the league, what was your confidence going into the season?
I didn't necessarily I built a team based on people that I enjoyed and that I connected with from the pool of people that showed up in tryouts, and I did not expect for us to get this far, but in a way that I wasn't building a team for the victory, I was building a team for the experience. So I am thoroughly pleased with how both Amish and Kimmy have performed this season, and I would love to see for us take this whole thing.
Oh, and absolutely, with that kind of performance there, I would not expect anything less. Now, before we go, we have got another match going to the Elite League tonight. You guys, I don't know how we're going to top us, your performance when we got Elite League, Bum League next. So, Upbeat and Amish, do you have any words before we go and send it to a break?
Not at this moment, no.
Best of luck next week, Unicorns. Best of luck.
Yep.
A season classic is underway next week in the semifinals, but we have still got actions for the weekend going to the Elite League. It is going to be the Owls playing against the Dragons, 2 Titans of the Elite League. You will not want to miss it. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
so long. Oh, I am in your head, so tell me, is it wrong? Oh, you fell under my spell, so well, so well. Oh, you fell under my spell, so well, so well. You fell under my spell now, my spell, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now, my spell, my spell, my spell, my spell, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now, my spell, my spell, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell. You fell under my You fell under my spell now. You fell under my spell, my spell. What did I feel? My spell inside, my spell. I know it's right. My spell. What I came, my spell. And I hide, my spell. My steam. You fell under my spell now. My spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now. My spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now. You fell under my spell now. You fell under my spell now. Into the night, the city lights are dancing, slowly falling apart. The shadows causing an outbreak of wishing upon a star. This time I'm feeling stronger, and I know I can do better. The shadows causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, Open your eyes and see the people chanting, slowly falling apart. The silence causing an earthquake. I'm wishing upon a star. This time I'm feeling higher, and I know I can be taller. Shadows causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. lost my heart. Don't wanna feel your touch like ice, tracing all my scars. Why is it hurt on the inside? It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you, you break me, but something about it makes us so. Baby, every piece keeps us together in the cold. I break you break me, holding our love in chains of gold. Break you break me, holding our love in chains of frozen in my dream. I can't escape the thoughts of you. If I try to leave, when I'm with you I can't move. It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you, you break me, but something about it makes us whole. Maybe every piece keeps us together in the cold. I break you break me, holding our love Go on, myself. I'm cold, steel stainless. My glass half full. Always said, don't suffer no fools. Serpent, daydream. I bite, you call me lovely. Got a sweet tooth. Gonna get the sugar from you. When they say I'm a machine gun, I take it as a compliment. Honey, you should know I can be a weapon. I can be a weapon.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Origin League is done for the night, but going on to the next is the Elite League. Dragons defending the championship in the most contested season of Elite League, going up against the Owls, a titan of the Elite League. Kin is here with me. Kin, how do you feel about this match?
You know, pretty. I think it'll be pretty good. I haven't played too much. These are elite guys, maybe a bit above my skill level, as will be demonstrated in the gameplay. But I know the Dragon's Prosperity is always one of those people hanging around at the top of elite. Definitely somebody to watch in this series. I know we got a late start. We should probably get them right into the series if we can. But yeah, I'm looking at Prosperity and the Dragons take this one, I'd say.
Oh yeah, I mean Prosperity, who has played since season 1, has been in 4 grand finals, winning in one of them last season. Yeah, he has taken the field yet again to defend the championship, looking to become the Prosperity 2-time champion. We'll see if he can do that. Playing with Moto in the C lineup, takes a quick shot, trying to snipe that front post, isn't going to find it. Prosperity now, dived by Alex. Owls moving down the center of the field. Patty low on boost. He'll take a shot downfield. Prosperity out to the other corner. Alex, big shot. It's going to hit the post. Prosperity, no boost. Going to let Moto move forward. Patty, though, intercepts. And now Dragons, they're still running low on boost. That's a big miss, and that is an open net for Alex to shoot.
Yep, a lot of pressure so far from the Owls. Getting some good touches off the backboard. A little awkward there from Prosperity. Not able to get the touch. Alex is there to finish it off. And definitely a good start for the Owls. I think they will look to continue that. And a lot of it is just how I'll be able to get some pressure going.
Absolutely. They did call for a server reset. However, a goal has been scored, so we must play on. Which is weird because the Owls called for a server reset, even though they scored first. But I digress. Alex does not. He keeps ramping it up, and he'll get 2 for his team.
Yep. They'll probably, after this game, be going in, taking a short break to reset the servers. But yeah, great carry there from Alex. Gets a shot on net. Dragons aren't really back to defend. And just a great overall play from them. Patty has this in the air too, and I mean, it's been really all Owls so far. Some of the, we talk about Prosperity, but definitely a couple of guys on the Owls to watch as well. People rooting for them. Goob is watching.
Goob is always watching the Owls players, and the Owls, they've got some big things to do. If the Owls lose, we could be looking at only one Courage team left in the Elite League bracket. The Griffins getting the win over the Gators earlier. It is Griffins and the Penguins up in that semifinals matchup, and Alex, on a hat trick, is trying to make sure Courage, we could get a Courage versus Stealth Conference final this season if the Owls are able to win it. And if Alex has anything to say, he is going to be in that championship.
A great little flick, and Alex is just running this offense so far for the Owls. A lot of pressure, a lot of just control out of him, making sure that the Dragons never really have possession of the ball. It feels like it's been entirely Owls so far. Patty again gonna have a carry. Moto one-on-one gets past, not quite able to, and yeah, just constant pressure. But they have a counterattack here. That's a shot for Moto. That's gonna go in.
Beautiful foresight from Prosperity, finds Moto in support there. Even though Prosperity had the beat on Moto, he'll still take the opportunity to use his teammate. That's what I love about twos, the quick passing plays. If you're able to find them and connect on them, they can do some wonderful things. But over-aggressing to, force them to happen can hurt you just as badly. Prosperity, click, dead ball in the middle. Moto tries his chance. The Owls, good amount of boost to work with. Alex doesn't come away with a touch. Patty can't get by Prosperity in the midfield. Moto off the side wall, get a 50. The ball dying in midfield, and I think that is one thing you're going to see from these teams a lot. That midfield play, with Elite this season being as defensive as they have been, that midfield is going to be the must-win. If you can win a challenge there, you are most likely going to score off of it. Big touch from Moto, but it's just a little bit too wide to handle.
Yeah, definitely an opportunity there for Moto. He gets a pass for Prosperity, though, and that, again, put off to the side. Not the shooting accuracy he's hoping for so far, but Prosperity going to pass it mid again. Patty shuts that down, and I think the Owls will be able to relieve this pressure. Alex puts it wide, and yeah, It's just, we're seeing better play out of the Dragons here and how they're getting these touches in the Owls' half and getting some of their own pressure. That's a good touch from Prosperity. I think we'll be able to take this ball up to mid. Alex is there though, and again, a lot of midfield challenges so far from the Owls.
Yeah, and they're doing very well on shutting down the infield play from the Dragons. That corner, they went like 3 plays back to back, just trying the same thing. At some point, you're gonna have to switch it up. The Owls, if they're gonna expect that every time, they're that's an easy counter if they're able to read it. So the Owls on. Ooh, okay. Alex misses the flick, but still manages to fall into the back of the net. Dragons not expecting that, and Alex, one of the players that was in contention for the All-Stars event, definitely showing why he has been on a debut of a lifetime. Moto as well. Patty ended up falling in the quarterfinals last season in a close Game 7. He's looking to get his first championship, and I believe this might be the team that he can do it with, the Owls. Without Vulcan on it in Elite, but still as good as they have always been. Final minute 30 in the game, though. Prosperity trying to take it down the center of the field, but running out of boost. Alex gonna overtake. That's a great challenge from Prosperity. Moto's up. He's got the double touch. Oh, it's just a little bit too wide.
A great opportunity for Moto. Not able to capitalize, but I mean, great thought process. Knows he has him beat if he can just get that touch. He doesn't quite get it down all the way, but the Dragons will stay on attack here. He has, a little bit of boost to work with. Pass to Prosperity. Doesn't commit, probably smartly. Pass to Moto, though. That's a shot opportunity. Going to go back off the backboard. And the shooting accuracy hasn't quite been there for Moto so far. I mean, we've seen so many opportunities, but that's going to be a counterattack. 50 out to midfield from Alex just goes right into the net.
Yeah, and the you named it. The shooting accuracy. What team are they? The Dragons have had plenty of opportunities to take it, and now, we're sitting at the 5-1, where it could have easily been the 3-2, something, a little bit closer. But Dragons, it's Game 1. Dip your toes in the water, get a little feel for the pool, how it's settling, and then I think they can regain in the next one, because their passing is connecting. It's just that final shot. So not too worried about the Dragons, especially with how defensive the Owls are. If you're able to still get those shots on net, it's going to be very hard for the Owls to handle if they can't come up with a game plan to stop it in Game 2. But
yeah, and it's hard to say that some of these shots would have gone in. That's a great flick from Prosperity off the crossbar. And again, more pressure from the Dragons. Like I was saying, it's not necessarily the shots would have gone in, but just competitive shots will make the defense, react a little bit more than they had to. And I think some of that was definitely part of what relieved that pressure from the Dragons and made the Owls, capable of getting these clears. And we saw the breakaway goal. As we get this server reset going, the Owls take Game 1 5-1, but it felt closer than that, just in terms of how much pressure the Dragons were exerting and how much towards the end they controlled the pace. They definitely didn't get off to a good start, but they really settled down pretty well in this game, I'd say.
yeah, and Alex shooting 5 for 5, 100% goal participation and shooting accuracy is very hard to handle, but not a lot of sustained pressure from the Owls. They definitely took their opportunities, made them count. They didn't need the hold pressure that entire time. They were able to just make it work every single time, shooting 5 for 7 as a team. Likewise for the Dragons, but just a little bit less on the what's the word I'm looking for? I will never know now.
Yep,
But
it's gone.
it is gone, and it is lost to time itself. But I do like the Dragons' chances, just based off of what we saw in that first game. I am an advocate for passing in twos. I know it's very tricky to pull off, especially at such a high level when everything is moving so fast in the moment. It is going to be how the Dragons are able to finally make it connect.
Yeah. We have them back in the lobby after that server reset. We'll see things any better for some of these players. Definitely didn't seem to be bothering the Owls too much, but we will see. But yeah, I think if you're the Dragons, you want to get those passing plays and convert them just a little bit cleaner. The ideas were there, and they were really getting through, getting the opportunities, right? That's the important thing.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't convert, it's a good sign for this game. And if the Owls let the offense run through Alex, Alex was on fire to start off that game.
Oh, yeah, completely uncontested. Oh, my gosh, Moto. That would have been a crazy first goal to get things started, but Alex has been incredible on the offense. Patty backing him up on the defense, just being the support where you need it. If you know that you got someone as good as Alex on the front line, all you need to do is play support. Be that little sideline character, the water boy, and say, you're doing great, Alex. And another goal for him as well. 6-0 in goals uncontested now from the Dragons. That is kind of concerning.
Yeah, and I mean, perhaps more concerning for the Dragons. So far, if I remember hearing right, we've yet to see anything but sweeps. Mo's gonna have an opportunity to great pass from Prosperity. No one's back for the Owls. And, equalizes this. Great little touch here in the corner from Prosperity. Just gets the beat on Patty, gets the bump too, and no one's back.
Yeah, and you were just alluding to it. We've seen nothing but sweeps on stream thus far, and that still continues because the Master League Rams versus Penguins just concluded, and the Penguins moving on from that. It did not end in a sweep, so maybe we're just cursed, but who really knows? That shot is just going to be out of Moto's range. Alex, he just cannot miss. I just put the ball on net and it's going to find its way through no matter where it is. Beautiful shot from Alex on that bottom corner.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Moto there, you might want to, you might be a little jumpy. It looked like just a little too close to that play in the same corner as Prosperity, who didn't make contact like he was probably expecting and then gets punished for it. But a great shot there from Alex was really the key. That play doesn't work unless Alex slots that exactly where they did. And the Dragons will take control here, but, I mean, this midfield challenge from Alex is going to, accomplish what they need, get the ball out of control of the Dragons, and maybe we'll lock it with Prosperity. But again, I think the Owls just doing a great job of capitalizing on the opportunities they get and making sure that they are able to do it. But here's Moto with a great shot off the clear for Prosperity. No one's back, and again, we see the Owls just not quite there on defense.
Yeah, Patty was following up that shot, maybe thinking Prosperity didn't have enough boost to get it from the back wall, but that long dominance hitbox, one of the many cards Prosperity is known for, and it always annoys me when he plays in it myself. But it comes to his benefit, and that is a great kickoff there. Patty, excellent pre-flip. Get back to it, keep it out of harm's way, and still working on no boost, but making a lot of space for his team. Big flick from Prosperity, and a big bump to follow it up. Out of the corner, Prosperity, one more, can't find Moto in the midfield yet! Alex gets it away, but no, Moto, the shooting inaccuracy still haunting him in game 2. That has gotta hurt. That could have been a lead for the Dragons.
Yeah, I mean, he's 2 for 4 this game, and he was 1 for 4 last game. Something to that effect, and it's really been the difference maker, it feels like. Some of these opportunities go in, and it feels so different, even if they don't win that first game. Alex with a great shot off the redirect. That clear just didn't find daylight, and that's another goal for the Owls, and Alex, a hat trick less than 2.5 minutes into the game.
He hasn't missed a shot. He's 8 for 8 right now. I don't think anyone has had shooting accuracy in a series above 80%. That's really highballing it too. I want to say maybe 60% is the highest we'll go on that. So if Alex is able to get this shooting accuracy at the end of, the series and go up 70% or higher, I'd throw it up right now and I say Alex is the season MVP regardless. We're waiting on those awards to come through, but absolutely lights out performance from him. Patty doesn't need to do much. I mean, when you talk about one player so much, you kind of forget how good the other one is. So Dragons, they've got one of the best performances from the Owls all season. They were almost eliminated from playoffs. If the Vipers were able to pull out a win in week 10, they would have been, but this is big for the Owls, seeing what they can do in the playoff bracket under 2 minutes to go. Alex, it's a big challenge there. Prosperity Out of his corner, gonna take it up the sidewall. No more boost. Patty gonna pick away at the Dragons, looking for that bump. Alex can't get the air dribble through. Take another flip reset, and the Owls. The safest place for the ball to be right now is in the other half. Dragons, they need to get something. A minute to go. But the Owls, they look comfortable in this series.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think it's these two teams combined actually had a losing record in the regular season. You wouldn't necessarily know it from just how well some of these plays are developing. Prosperity with a carry. Doesn't get the bump at the end. That'll get shut down. Moto with a pass. Prosperity is a little slow to this ball. Lets Alex get control. Probably had to, just in terms of how that play was developing. Alex now passing out to Patty. Patty shot blocked away, and Moto's going to have an opportunity. Prosperity's up, gets beat by Alex, and this ball's going to stay in that corner. And the Dragons really need to break out. 30 seconds left, but that might be on. No one's back, and that just goes right through both Owls defenders, and another big clear for Moto finds the back of the net.
I am shocked that nobody touched that. Wow, that is threading a needle to perfection. I mean, we'll take him. Moto will take him. He's got 3 goals. And, a big win here if they're able to tie it all up, especially with how good the Owls have been playing. And maybe finally we won't get a sweep on stream, but saw the end of games 3 and 4 in the Origin series before this one, so that lead, this scoreline means almost nothing once we get into overtime. That's a big challenge there. Alex and Patty colliding on that one. No boost. Moto, a lot of time, a lot of space. Got Prosperity in support too. It's just going to be shut down. We got overtime.
Yeah, you want to point out Alex missed a shot. That ruin there. Prosperity gets a 50 but doesn't go in. And that's a really close one. They definitely want that to go in. Not quite able to do it. There's a pass from Moto though. Prosperity up. Got a shot on net and it's past Alex, and that's going to do the finish off the game. Dragons will take game 2.
Dragons held the pressure that entire kickoff. From overtime, it was just all of them. They got it in their half. Owls, they weren't able to find a clear, and it's only because Alex missed a shot that Dragons are able to win that one. It's got to be the correlation, It couldn't possibly be anything else. But Dragons narrowly escaping with that one. I do think that's an improvement. They're taking their opportunities. They're making it count. The shooting accuracy, Moto, it could be a little bit up there. It could be better. But getting the win right now is what matters. We are tied at a 1-1 series in game 3. Not as necessary in a best of 7 as it is in a best of 5. But it's still one step closer to winning.
Yeah. Just based on what I saw that game, I think the Owls really have a set, playstyle here. And they're really doing a better job of creating some of the offense for themselves. A lot of the Dragons' goals, were Moto just getting a long clear and it kind of finding the back of the net. The tying one in the last 30 seconds, I don't think either one of us thought it was going in when he made the touch, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, no.
It's one of those things where I think if the Owls just tighten up rotations a little bit, I'm not sure that same offensive creation's happening for the Dragons.
Yeah, and maybe that could be the Owls kind of letting a little bit loose just with how the series has gone so far. Dragons, they haven't really converted on any solid chances. The goals that they got, the one falling just through the hands of the Owls defense, that can really go either way. So, the Dragons, they're not posing a threat yet, which can almost make them more dangerous because you're just not going to see it coming. And now Moto, shot to the back post. Alex turning that one away. Patty, he's got an uncontested air to work with. Prosperity gets the touch, though. Keeping that one out for now. Moto on the transition. Alex dumps it into the corner. He's got one to the ceiling. Alex keeping it away. Prosperity on the shot. Moto couldn't find the demo. Both teams showing their opportunities here in game 3. Each of them wanting the series lead, but only one can prevail. That is Patty up. Prosperity and Alex. It's a big first touch and a quick follow-up. Moto's got to get it away. Patty lurking at midfield. Big touch to the back wall, but nothing more there. Both teams just trying to see what the other is made of at this moment. No one really trying to overstep.
Yeah, the Owls are absolutely starved here. Both Dragons had boost, Moto just used it all, but neither of the Owls have any boost at all. And that clears a big benefit to the Owls just to be able to get Alex some boost, who maybe doesn't do the most with that tank that he just picked up, but the demo will prove me wrong. Apple's gonna pick up by Moto an opportunity. Alex still low on boost, and they just haven't had any boost for the last 30 seconds, it feels like.
Alex has been starved beyond belief in this one, and he might finally get his first glimpse of a full tank. But Moto challenging off the ceiling. It's going to make that nice boost go away really quickly on the recovery. Prosperity, big 50. Gets it out to the midfield, and a demo to follow it up. Alex gets 50 by Moto. Patty, respawn on the wrong side. That's a big miss there from Patty as well, and that is an open net. Moto is going to score off of it.
And after the last couple of games, how they've gone for Moto, it has to be a big confidence builder to get that open net and just get it in. It wasn't even the prettiest of shots still, but finding the back of the net on a real shot attempt has to feel good. A little confidence builder, give your team the lead too. I mean, that's definitely a big mental boost for them.
3 minutes to go. Dragons. That would be their first lead in the series other than when they won game 2. Demo opening it all up. Patty. I believe that's his first goal of the series. It's going to equalize rather quickly for the Owls. They don't want to lead building against them until, they decide it's for them. But half the game to go, and these teams, they're taking a very defensive approach. There's not a lot of all-in plays being had from either side. That one, Alex, a great beat, but it's not on. Moto gets a great touch to the corner. And Patty is going to keep it in for right now, but the bump going to slow down Moto. Alex takes his touch to the back wall. Dragons, they're locking it down on the defense now. Patty and Alex combine on that one. Force him up the wall. Patty just drive it into the back post.
Man, what is Prosperity supposed to do here? He's on the wall, and then he just has an Alex rampage towards... There's nothing he can do there, right? Like, maybe he jumps off the wall, but Patty just rolls that one in, gives the Owls the lead, and that is a great team play from the Owls, recognizing that Prosperity really just out of position to touch, and they're able to capitalize and get the lead back, 2 minutes left, Dragons definitely plenty of time for them to come back. Plenty of time for them to make their stamp on this game, but definitely great shot and entire sequence there. But Prosperity has boost, has the ball, isn't able to get that on target. That was definitely an open net if he was able to make that shot, I think.
Oh, yeah. Owls, they were overextended just a little bit, and I think they're starting to get a little bit more anxious to go for the ball. They have been running really low on boost in this game. Dragons, they have been everywhere on the boost. Prosperity beats one and gets through the other. Two, all tied up 2-2, going down to the final 93 seconds. And that is a massive goal for the Dragons. They're able to start creating chances. They're not just getting, a few mistakes. They're getting through the defense now. And that could be a very scary Dragons if they are feeling that confident.
Yeah, definitely. They got the good beat there. Alex has it in the air. Doesn't quite put that on target. Patty's there, though, with a shot. Moto gets a great save. But Prosperity, again, we see the Owls overcommitted, maybe just a touch. And, you mentioned that defensive playstyle not really coming through in the last minute or so. They've definitely been committing pretty hard. Great touch by Alex. Going to fake everyone out. Patty has a shot. Saved away by Prosperity. But as the boost a little low, more physical play from the Owls. I'd like to see this. I think it's one great way to disrupt some of what the Dragons wanted to do. Some of those passing plays from the first game. But Alex gets the boost and the ball. Not really a great angle to take that from Prosperity. Sends it away.
And the Owls, they're trying to take a little bit too much time now with the ball. I think they were definitely benefiting from a quick counterattack. And Prosperity, waiting in the midfield, gets the ball dumped straight to him. off the touch from Alex. And he
Yeah.
will take that.
Yeah, Alex is not maybe in the best of positions, not sure where Moto's going to pass that ball to, has to try and put himself into position to defend the potential shot. It doesn't come, and then Prosperity's there off the little mistouch, and great way to capitalize. Gives the Dragons the lead with 30 seconds left. Moto's there again, but Patty might be able to send us to mid. Moto has to let us spawn. That's the toughest spawn I think I've ever seen. Right on top of the ball, as that shuts down any chance the Owls might have had. That is so unfortunate. But again, they're going again. Alex up in the air, has boost. 50 with Prosperity. Tries to get it to mid, but Moto will be able to clear this ball out. 10 seconds left. Has boost. Misses the touch. I think this will be all they have. The Owls low on boost. Not much they can do here. Prosperity will just touch this down, I think.
It has definitely been Dragons in control of that game. Despite it being 3-2, it felt like Dragons were untouchable, especially in the second half there. Prosperity is trying to run it back for a 2-time championship, and he's got the series lead right now. If he wins the next one, that's going to match point. So Dragons, but the scoreline is so even too in just, the stats you got. You got 3 goals. Everyone's got 7 shots. You got 3 saves. The 2 assists from the Dragons. It's really the only thing I'm seeing out of the ordinary. But, I mean, Owls, they were boost starved that entire game. What else can you do if you're just, you got no resources to work with? Dragons, they controlled the field. And they did it for the entirety of the 5 minutes. I mean, that's impressive from the Dragons. Especially with what we saw in Game 1. They had their opportunities. They couldn't connect with them. But now, they don't need to wait for opportunities. They're making their own.
Yeah, and I think you touched on it. That boost starving, it really seemed to shut down Alex. We were talking all throughout the first couple of games about Alex and just how involved they were in offense. No goals, no assists that game. And it really showed in just how it felt like the Dragons had more control, more time in the Owls' half. They weren't able to exert the same amount of pressure. So I think that's something we need them to step back up for Game 4 for the Owls to really be able to take a competitive game here.
Yeah, and I was kind of on the fence of would the Owls call a timeout there, losing 2 in a row in a very close, Game 2, and then Game 3, it was kind of more one-sided, but Owls, this is a must-win game here. They will tie up the series if they can do so, but you don't want to let the Dragons go up 3-1. That is not going to be beneficial, especially with how much better the Dragons are playing as it goes on. Big bump, big pass, big shot from Alex. Owls, they're scoring first.
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned it last game. The Owls definitely were going for some more physical plays, even if they weren't always working. That time, Addison's off the backboard, sees 2 defenders, says, I'll take out one of them, and then Alex is free to really challenge, because even if the ball gets past Alex, there's not really going to be a shot on net. Flip reset from Patty, great pass. Alex is there. It could go right over the crossbar. Great opportunity down there. Playing with pace here, but Moto has an open net, and again, they overcommit just a touch, and they get punished for it.
Man, you're not winning that 50 against Prosperity. Big hitbox, a lot of momentum going into it, no one in the back line. The Owls, they are starting to get a little bit... Is complacent the word I'm looking for here, Kin?
Honestly, they just look pretty jumpy at times. They're going for things they maybe don't need to, and it's just sometimes it isn't the right time for them to challenge. I don't mind the idea, but once you see that you're beat by Prosperity, somebody's got to be back a little sooner.
Yeah, I mean, and that's honestly one of the best ways to beat the Dragons too, is you gotta let them beat themselves almost. This team is going to make mistakes every once in a while. I mean, it doesn't come often, but if you definitely try to force it through them, especially when it's on a counterattack, you're not gonna win. You might get it like 3 times out of 10, but it's not really great odds in the grand scheme of things. And the Owls, they are all committed in that one. No way! Alex missing that. It's gonna fake Moto, and that is... That right there would annoy me, but Moto. And he wins the next challenge, going through everyone. Unbelievable. Unbelievable Moto.
Yeah, I mean, it keeps happening, right? The Owls keep going for 50s, and when they don't work, the Dragons are like, cool, we get a free ball, there's no one back, we're just gonna shoot the ball, and it's going in now. You know, the first game, they missed a couple, but since then, they've really been capitalizing. A good demo will open up some space for Patty to get a great flick. I didn't think he had it over him, but he did. Moto maybe just didn't jump quite high enough, maybe, but who knows. But again, equalizes the game. Owls tie it up 2-2.
That was such it was a very low-key flick. I mean, Patty, he got a lot of height on that first jump. He didn't get a lot of height on the flick, but that was perfect for what was needed. I mean, that was excellent play from Patty, realizing positioning and what kind of flick to take. And that's going to tie the game. We've got 3 minutes left, so you can probably figure a couple more goals to come through. But the Owls, despite the Dragons, how they've been playing, they are still able to get it through. That is big from Patty, creating distraction, chaos, mayhem on the goal line. Flip reset gets it through. Owls, that's what we need. You need the Dragons in shambles, and that is what is going to win you games, especially here in this match.
Yeah, I mean, we've just seen so much physical play, even if it hasn't been, wreck demos, but just the bumps coming in from the Owls, making the defense so awkward from the Dragons. It means they're overcommitted sometimes, but it also means that sometimes they get goals they otherwise might not have. Hawks have to be creative there, just get up into the air, get that saved away, but I don't mind the demos. I think they're just chasing them a little too hard sometimes, but again, they got the lead so far in this game, and definitely working for them in aggregate, even if at times it looks a little awkward.
Yeah, Prosperity, he's still hunting bumps. Oh my gosh. No. If he would have gotten that shot off, that would have been an origin moment in Elite League. And I don't think anyone would have been ready for that, but luckily Owls, they're getting out of it now. 3-2 scoreline has been a common trend, but the Owls, they got an opportunity to raise the stakes just one more. That one's gonna fall through everyone. Alex, he'll get a fourth on the board, and that is some insurance going into the final 100 seconds.
I mean, Alex, first he scores Prosperity, then scores the ball afterwards. His Prosperity just got bullied into the net. That's rough to watch for the Dragons. Like, you gotta figure out how to deal with this pressure. The counterattacks are great, but when they keep happening, if there's just another shot from Alex off a kickoff, not much Prosperity can do. Path for boost, but 5-2 Owls, and suddenly this game's gotten out of hand.
That is, yeah, I mean, game one, Owls, when they were able to get the momentum, they were just steamrolling through the Dragons, and right now it feels reminiscent of that first game. But can be far from over quite yet. That is a great pinch and an even better 50 Moto if he's able to get that angle. Alex just first to it. Prosperity, though, finds the backboard. Alex, that's one touch, but awkward on the full. Prosperity, he's got a third and has made this a very good situation after the Owls running away with it.
Yeah, that's a great way to stabilize. Alex just a little awkward on that backboard. Prosperity's there to capitalize. Bring him within 2. Minute left, definitely plenty of time. Prosperity on the kickoff. Doesn't get the win they were hoping for. Moto has to save that away. Alex is going to slow that down, but Moto's there. I mean, might have an opportunity here. Great beat, saved away, just barely. But I think we'll control the boost, and that's kind of what they want. It was what worked in Game 3, controlling the boost, making sure Alex can't get involved on offense. Passing play from Alex to Patty, sent to the corner, Moto's there. Another boost steal from Prosperity is key. Alex is back with no boost, is the other one back, gets a flick. Alex able to get in the air with no boost, make that save. Key to kill time. Another demo from the Owls, and these demos are really key to relieving some of this pressure.
That was a big overcommit too from the Dragons. Prosperity Was in between, I think, a pass and a demo and ended up with neither of them. And the Dragons now 20 seconds away, 2 goals down. It could be pretty dangerous. Prosperity has got some options here. Moto in support behind, 10 seconds, and he's going to let Patty go. Dragons have made their mark, and the Owls, they shut it down and bring it back down to ground. We are all tied up 2-2, and the winner of this next one is going to match point. We have, I think, our first series on stream that could go the distance.
Yep, and they'll take one for the road going in as they make this a best of 3. And I gotta say, the wins for the Owls have been much more, I don't want to say convincing, but definitely much more decisive.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's reflected in the scoreline, it's reflected in the shot totals. I mean, that game is 12-8. Shout out to Patty. 5 assists on Alex's 5 goals is pretty good.
That is amazing support, I must say. I mean, 5 goals, 5 assists is not a stat line you see every day, but still, Alex shooting 5 for 6 in this one. I didn't even remember what last game was in terms of the scoring, but
It was 0 for 2.
He was 0 for 2. That's gonna hurt the stats a little bit, but hey, if you get the series win, that's good. That's what matters. But you were right. When the Owls win, they're winning decisively. It is not as close. Dragons, they're getting away with 3-2 wins. Owls, when they make their mark, they are making it known. And this game is a toss-up. I don't feel like any team has really lost momentum because Dragons, they were still in that one to the very end. So who do you favor going into this game 5?
Seeing that when the Owls are running well, they are able to create more on offense. We saw it throughout the first 3 games. I mean, when things were going well, they were the ones dictating the pace a lot better than the Dragons were when they were in control. I'd be inclined to go with the Owls. It's tough to write off Prosperity, just because how many times has he made finals? He said 4.
Yeah.
I mean,
At
that's
least.
tough to argue with. So I'm still going to say the Owls, but I definitely see a world where the Dragons get back to some of that boost controlling style we were seeing in games 2 and 3, where they were just really slowing down the game maybe and controlling the pace and punishing these overcommits that came out from the Owls. I see that as a possibility. I'm going to go with the Owls, though, in this best of 3 as great flick there from Patty. Has a shot on net. Noto's not able to get up. Already the Owls get the lead in game 1. Game 5.
Yeah, and that is a lot of space given. Prosperity caught in no man's land, unable to recover in Moto right off the respawn. You're very limited on options there. What more could you do? But 30 seconds in, a lot of time to make up for that one. And you were right. Owls definitely feel like they're heating up just a little bit. Alex not with the angle on that one. Patty, though, given a little bit of time in the midfield. Prosperity maybe getting a little bit ahead of himself. That one is going to be a very dangerous touch to recover from. Patty's got it through one. Does he have the double? No, Alex in support doesn't have the shot, but he'll keep in pressure. It's a big final touch from Prosperity, but Moto a little hesitant to challenge aggressively on the defense, but I think that is what they need. Prosperity, round 1, gets a flick. Alex plays it very patiently. As last man back in the 2v1, panic surely to ensue, but he remains calm.
Yeah, I think great ideas there from Alex. Alex has been playing so patiently in this game already. We've seen it, you know, little touch here. Doesn't get much on that, but he doesn't need to, or it gets cleared away, but it was a great, you know, way to force out the Dragons, keep them guessing a little bit. Patty, out of position a little bit. Dragons have an opportunity. I don't know if they realize it, but that's a great pass for Prosperity. Moto's there, plays it slow, makes Alex commit a little too early, and then easy shot for Moto, who's definitely going to make that shot 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, and that's something we haven't seen a whole lot from the Dragons other than that game 1. The infield passes were definitely on the back burner, but pull them out when least expected, and that is the easiest goal Dragons are probably going to have all series long. Moto trying to go down the center of the field. Alex going to shut it down. He'll take a quick turn on the ball. Flip reset. Prosperity on the goal line. Shuts that down. But Patty on the follow-up has got the lead back.
I mean, the first touch from Alex sets it up so well. And even though Prosperity gets the save, Patty's there. Relentless pressure from the Owls. You wonder if, you know, Moto's able to make that. That might be an open net on the other end, but they don't get punished. They get the goal on a great shot, and that's a real confidence builder. But Patty's going to have another goal at the kickoff. A little awkward for the Dragons and just kind of falling apart there for a second.
Oh, it was such a perfect pop. It wasn't necessarily the height, but the position the Dragons were at. Neither of them were able to turn for that one. And the Owls, when they are going, it's hard to stop them. And right now, they are doing good, but Moto, aggressive off the kickoff, just gonna bear right through Alex. Take that one and bring it within one. That is impressive from Moto on no boost to get that through.
Yeah, great 50. And, you know, they saw the kickoff goal and said, we can do that too. We'll do it a little bit, you know, a little bit more aggressive than that, but they might have another one, but Prosperity, no boost. Not going to be able to finish that one off. Patty up in the air. Misses the touch. Alex is going to have to make one. Patty a little boost now. I think Moto will recognize that. That's past everyone. That Alex might have to get back. He does, just barely. No boosts left, though. And the Dragon should be able to maintain some control here. Moto rotating around. Patty gets it into the air, gets a touch. Will relieve some pressure, but I think Moto has to get a touch there. And Prosperity gets the 50, and I think they'll keep this ball going in their own half, but Moto says no, gets the clear. Touch off the ceiling from Alex, maybe not what he wanted, but this is the perfect opportunity for the Dragons to set up that boost start that they had, but that clear from Alex might shut that down.
Big plays in the midfield happening now. Prosperity, he'll win that challenge. Moto on this one, that pop. Oh, Patty, good positioning to be there. Oh, that ball just loose. Moto not expecting it. Not able to capitalize it on that time, but that is a big beat from Prosperity. Does he have the angle? Patty not back in time. Dragons tying it all up again. They're pulling it back slowly but surely. A minute 39 to go. Still plenty of time. We can see about maybe a kickoff goal or two go in, but with how close this series has been, we could very well see OT deciding this one.
Yeah, you know, I've harped on the Owls just not getting people back on defense quickly enough sometimes. That's a great shot. That's just off the post, so I'll have to save that point for later. Moto's up in the air. Alex low on boost. Patty's going to jump over him. Barely able to get that out of there. And Alex low on boost again. Gets the 100. Moto's going to challenge. Alex gets the win. Going to go up the wall. Might look to pass to Patty. Elects to put it himself. Gets a reset. And the 50. Moto's going to have a big bang, and Patty has to make a good touch here with the corner. And a little dangerous. We've seen it a few times, the Owls not having people back in defense. Patty's there that time. Minute left, 3-3. And the Dragons controlling the boost pretty well here. Moto has space. Gets beat though by Alex. You know, that was a big opportunity to get it clear, but instead the Owls have a shot opportunity, and Alex just slots it in. That's a big mistake there for the Dragons, I think.
You said that the Owls were struggling to get boost again. That entire play, Patty is sitting on the midfield boost, waiting for it to spawn, and if that doesn't go to show the boost starvation that Dragons have been putting on, I don't know what will, but Alex doing it all himself there and getting the goal, a massive go-ahead late in this game. They could be going to match point. The Dragons, they've done it before. Can they do it again? 30 seconds to go, and a big demo there. Prosperity, he's got to win that 50. It's straight down, though. Moto, he's up for the shot. It's going to be weak. Patty dumps it into the corner, gets it around one. Prosperity in the midfield, but he's got two very close to him. The demo, massive, because that touch from Alex was getting away from his possession. Big boost grab as well. Prosperity in the corner. Can't win the 50. It's all here for the Dragons. They do not want to go to match point quite yet. That's a big ball. Prosperity on the catch. 2v1 situation. The demo is coming through. It's a Prosperity! The king is here, and he has pushed it to overtime.
Oh, Patty did so well to even get a touch on that ball, but Prosperity keeps it under just long enough to get that into the net, and I thought for sure Patty had that saved in the fake on the kickoff. Not gonna amount to anything. Oh, that's a close one.
Oh my gosh, going for a fake in that dire moment is crazy. Prosperity, he's got a 50. Not a lot of boost though, but he's just doing enough. Buy some time for Moto to get into a better position. Alex in support in the midfield. Moto missing. The demo comes through. The respawn. It's not there in time. Alex pushing it through into overtime. Takes it to match point. And we have got one of the greatest quarterfinals we have had this season.
Oh, that was a roller coaster of emotions. You know, the Dragons come tied up, but then the fake kickoff doesn't amount to anything. And then just, that ball's so slow. Moto has to jump for that. He does, but he just guesses wrong, and he's really off to no man's land after that demo. That demo was so big to buy the space. Let that last shot come through. And the Owls, they escape with one. I'm not sure they're too happy with how that went, though.
Prosperity, no matter how many playoff brackets he's in, he always asks, is it best of 7? This guy is probably has it's the most playoff appearances and grand final appearances, and he still can't remember if it's best of 7 or best of 5. That's why we love him. But Owls,
Look, he just plays Rocket League, man.
he does just play Rocket League. I just play car soccer. But it's, I don't know, you know, the Owls, they win decisively, but that one, I feel like Dragons, that was their game to lose, and they had it all. Dragons really had it all after that 0-second goal, and now they lose it in overtime. That's got to be such a momentum killer going into 6.
I mean, it is. I think you can still take a lot for the fact that you're able to equalize that game. But you're right. It's a tough one to deal with, just knowing that you were so close to honestly stealing a game there that would have put you on match point. Now you have to win 2 in a row. Now you have to, execute your game plan pretty much to perfection because you don't have any wiggle room, any room for error. And you really have to figure out how to deal with this physical play from the Owls. That was the biggest difference maker in that game. It got him the last goal, it got him an earlier one too. Prosperity gets a touch, but I think they have to deal with the physical play. That's the biggest issue they have right now.
And that was a good change from the Owls too. They haven't really been physical all series long, and then pulling it out right there is when it is most effective, is when you can switch up your play style, find something else that works, because Dragons, they'll have to respond to it. Now, how do you respond to something you haven't seen? The answer is you really can't, unless you can do it during the game. But Owls, big breakaway here. Prosperity. Oh my, that is unfortunate.
Yeah, looks like they might have, Prosperity just a little too much power slide. Turned a little too sharply, and Alex reads that the whole way out. Moto's touch gets the dunk, gives the Owls the lead in this potentially decisive Game 6. But man, I don't trust they weren't getting a Game 7. Oh, that was way too close for comfort, Alex. Maybe just a little off of that shot attempt. Maybe not expecting to have the shot. That's a really interesting touch. Down to mid. Alex gonna have the ball. Has space. No boost though. Gets one touch, and that's probably all they'll go for. Down to Prosperity from Moto. Alex cuts it off though. This will go into the Dragon's corner. Bump from Moto. Prosperity's gonna take the ball. Has control. No boost. 30 to work with. Gets past one. Alex isn't back. Just barely. And Prosperity caught in between decisions. Can't get the pass to mid. That was maybe a blown opportunity from them. That slowed down the pace of the game a little bit, I'd say.
Dragons feel like they're playing a little bit, anxious. They really, I feel like they're trying to force a little bit too much, especially in some of the plays that they've had. They don't need to push as much stuff as they have been. Patty, that is a criminal flip reset. Oh, he saves his teammate's shot! That's so unfortunate. But the Dragons, I don't want them to get a little bit, too ahead of themselves. I want them to remain calm, especially the end of that game. Could definitely, leave some doubt left in there. But a big demo from Moto onto Patty. Dragons opening up a lot of space, but Prosperity backing off of that one. Plays it around, finds Moto on the cross. Big ball in the midfield. Prosperity on net. Patty puts it to the corner.
Yeah, but not going to get much more out of that, and Patty has to get another one. Isn't able to. Prosperity might have it off the ceiling. Alex backwards in his own half, able to get up the wall. Past Moto, that's a big beat. It's a big way to release some pressure. Patty gets the beat on Prosperity too, and they might have an open net. I mean, there's the demo, but an overcommit, that might just be in. There's no way. That is it. And it happens again.
We went from Moto missing every shot to Moto doesn't miss. How did we get here? That's what you've been saying all series long, though. The Owls, they're overcommitting. They're pushing stuff. They need to leave one man back. You got the lead in the series. You just, you don't need the Dragons are going to beat themselves eventually. If you let time go, they're going to get a little anxious. They're going to start hesitating, and you're going to get goals that will be easier than normally. And Alex, right off the infield from Patty. Beautiful setup, beautiful execution. They got the lead back.
You said it. They'll start hesitating. And we saw it again there. Moto, a little indecisive. Ends up in the same same quarter of the field as Prosperity, same corner. Alex with a great shot, saving it on Prosperity, but we see it again. They're in the same corner, they get punished. You said it, they're going to beat themselves. They just did. You just have to let that happen. Moto with a great beat. Prosperity down to Moto. Elects not to go. Probably the best idea. Would have been a great shot if he had been able to make it, but if he misses that, that's a goal, and you're looking at a 2-goal deficit suddenly.
Yeah, it was way too high risk for the reward of just an equalizer. They have opportunity still, but they could have been down 1-3. That is good decision making. That is a big infield ball. Prosperity couldn't beat Alex on that one. Moto, full tank of boost and a lot of space, and a 1v1 off the ceiling. He has the flip, but that pinch going out all the way to the other side. Patty on the shot. Prosperity not back. Patty, 2-goal lead now. Final minute. Owls, they're looking to end it in 6.
Patty looked at that and said, I'm doing it myself. Gets the 50, follows the ball, and it's just wide open. Prosperity's trying to get back, but it's tough to react to that play. I don't think you can fault Prosperity for the positioning too much. That was just a great all-around beat and play from Patty, and they're going to get another chance off the kickoff. Alex, not able to, and they overcommit again. Moto has no boost. Just barely. That was so dangerous. I mean, we almost had a repeat again.
That was
barely.
That understatement of the century. The Owls, you had a lead. You really didn't need to go for anything there. And, Dragons able to score. If that could have been really dangerous. Luckily, they still got that insurance. Alex, Patty, in the midfield. Prosperity. One more off the side while he's got the ceiling to work with. No flip there. Final 15. Owls, they have all but done it here.
Yeah. Moto with a good clear. Alex is to drop that down. That's going to basically be the dagger. I think that'll end the season for the Dragons. They put up a great fight, especially considering that it is a C lineup versus an A lineup. But the Owls just too much. Moto gets one for the road, but it's not the only consolation they'll get there.
It was a very good fight, though, from the Dragons, I gotta say, for, finally breaking the 4-0 curse on stream this season for playoffs. That was a very good series. Owls have forced us into a stealth versus courage final. The only other question to be remained is who will be the representatives. Owls will find themselves against the Rams, and the Griffins on the other side of the bracket will find themselves against the Penguins. But I feel like we have gotten the best 4 in Elite League we have seen in a while.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, bit of surprise to me. You know, the Owls at 4-6, but can't fault them for that. They played up when it counted. I mean, they played great this series for sure. Alex, those first few games really put the team on his back, and then Patty stepped up to the later games. Great overall showing from them.
Oh yeah, we'll look to get him in here for an interview, but I gotta say, Owls, in a season where defense is definitely, you know, getting it done, they were playing a little bit risky in that series, I won't lie, especially if the Dragons were able to get that one goal at, you know, the 30-second mark. That was definitely a big, you know, misplay, whatever you want to call it there. It was definitely an area of concern. Owls, they cannot play that same way against the Rams in the semifinals, though. Rams, they will punish that every single day of the week. And, you know, we can't let J-Dubs get a championship, Kin. We gotta hope that, you know, either the Owls or I still believe Flushi's gonna make it to the grand finals and win in his first playoffs in the Elite League, but we gotta stop J-Dubs, and let's see if the Owls can do it, because I feel like they got some things to work on.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't perfect from them, but they will absolutely take the win over, you know, tough opponents. Prosperity, Moto, both played pretty well that series. I think it really comes down to the Game 5. You know, the way that Game 5 ended, it's tough to come back from that. That's such a mental shift. And it's really hard to point your fingers to the Dragons and say they did anything wrong in Game 6 necessarily. But the Owls just imposed their will in terms of, you know, pace and that physical play. The last couple games was really the difference maker.
Yeah, the goals, the demos opened up, I think, every crucial goal there in the end of games 5 and 6. But I don't believe we're gonna have an interview from the Owls quite yet. So that is going to be it for tonight. We have got 2 more matches, not 3 matches, if I can remember correctly, coming up tomorrow. They are going to be at 8:15 and 9:30. The Star League Penguins versus the Gators, and the Expert League, the Vipers, going up against the Dragons. You are not going to want to miss those games. Those will be fun. But we do have 3 matches, I'm being told. I only see... Oh, I'm blind. We've got Star League Rams versus Vipers. Good correction. Good catch there, Galloway. And thank you for streaming tonight, Kin. Thank you for being with me as well. We look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow.
Everything comes from nothing. Everything is something. So just let it all keep happening. Don't be a means to someone's end. It's all just beginning. Why can't we send an invitation to every end? All hands can clap, all hearts are beating equally. The pulse of the air we're breathing. If we can leave one harmony, then we can leave them lonely. So play the music loud, form a bigger crowd. Don't let the light